Well, US President Donald Trump has been accused of scandal after scandal since he took office, and this was in January 2017. Jaruti Dave looks at how all that upheaval affects his chances of re-election.
This is what the end result is.
It was the headline that President Trump wanted to shout from the rooftops after being dogged for 3 years, first by the Muller investigation and then impeachment. The US Senate had just acquitted him on 2 charges, abuse of power and obstruction of justice, after his impeachment in the House of Representatives. Scandal stalked the Trump administration from the very start. Special counsel Robert Muller, appointed in May 2017 to investigate accusations of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Even as Muller started digging into Trump's inner circle, though, the White House managed to deliver some campaign promises in that first year.
From the Supreme Court right on down to the federal district courts, he got dozens of people appointed and confirmed. He had his tax cuts. He had his defense increase. So I don't think it impacted his policy agenda one bit.
Close Trump associates immediately came under Mueller's microscope. His first, National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, pleading guilty to lying to the FBI, although the case would later be dropped. Then, after almost 2 years of investigating, Mueller's report was ready in March 2019.
As you will see, the special counsel's report states that his, quote, investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities.
Crucially, though, Mueller did not exonerate the president over accusations of obstruction of justice. Then came Ukrainegate, sparked by President Trump's July 2019 phone call to the Ukrainian president, asking him to look into former Vice President Joe Biden and his son, with hundreds of millions of dollars in military assistance seemingly hanging in the balance. The Democrat-controlled House of Representatives would eventually impeach him, but Trump stayed in office, just one Republican senator breaking ranks to vote against him in the Senate trial. But according to short-lived White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci, now a fierce Trump critic, all these scandals can be politically useful.
There's probably 25 to 35% of the people that resonates with because they feel victims. They feel that they've been victimized. They feel that they've been left out of the society. They feel that they've been disenfranchised over many decades. And so the president is an avatar of their anger. He is an avatar of their exasperation.
His Democratic opponent, Joe Biden, though, is trying to capitalize on so-called Trump fatigue, a sense that voters are growing weary of upheaval at the White House. The president's approval rating has ticked along in the high 30s, low 40s throughout his first term. The Biden campaign's hoping that 4 years of scandal will mean that some of Trump's less dedicated supporters will either stay at home or even switch sides this November. Jagriti Dave, CNA, Washington.